Hello folks, this is John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods here today in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location, as I am coming to you today to go over this new addition to our inventory, a 1972 Chevrolet Nova. Now this is a beautiful car here. As we walk around here, I'm going to point out to you about everything that I possibly can here. This thing is just immaculate all the way around, both outside, inside, top and bottom of this car. This car is done here in this beautiful Viper red color. The paint all the way around on this car is just immaculate. Nice, smooth, shiny all the way around. It is done up with all of the SS emblems and badging and so forth here. It is not an SS, but it is done up to look like one. So you'll see the SS emblems on the front grille, on the tail panel. You'll even see, as we see right here, the all steel SS hood here with the louvers there on the top of that, again in great shape. You'll also see the badging here on this car, 396. That is in fact what is underneath the hood, which we will get to in just a little bit there. So yes, a 396 big block Chevrolet engine. As far as our wheels and tires to get our stance here, we've got a beautiful set of American Racing 15-inch aluminum torque thrust D wheels, the magnesium painted centers there, and you have the BFGoodrich Radial TAs. The size on those is 215/70 R15s, and they're in great shape. All of the bright work on this car too, the bumpers, the emblems, all of your badging, all of your moldings. This thing's in great condition, guys. You've got the Nova script emblem here on your fender. You also have all of the bright work around your window, your windshield here. That's in great shape, polished up nice and straight all the way around. Now they did go with the color matched drip rail moldings here, but again, nice touch, and as I feel through the drip rails here, nice and smooth all the way around. Wing window, driver's side glass, as well as the quarter glass here, all in great shape on this car. No chips, cracks, or scratches. As you can see, they are tinted. You do have both side mirrors here, both the driver and passenger side. Chrome, like a rectangular mirror here. The chrome is in great shape. Glass is in great shape. All of your moldings here on your windows are all in good shape too. Your door handles, no pitting at all on those. And you can see the panel fitment and alignment on this car too. Very nice gaps on the front side as well as on the back side of the door. And again, all of your elevations are dead on as far as your front fender to door and door to quarter panel go. And again, all of your body lines are all matching on this car. We will open this up. We're going to show you the interior in this car, and again, as I tell you time and time again on this car, there's no surprises here. This whole car is just immaculate. You can see the interior, all black interior, black upholstery on the seats, black on the door panels, black carpeting, black dash. No chip or no cracks, no rips, no tears, no fading in any of the interior in this car. You can see it's got the factory dash in there with factory instrumentation. It does have extra gauges though in it, and then that's going to be consisting of the tack on the column. It's also going to have 3 aftermarket gauges right below your radio down there. Those are going to be your voltmeter, oil pressure, and your water temperature gauge. As you can see, it's got the split bench seat up front with the headrest. It has all the seat belts present in this car. Your threshold plates are all in good shape here on this car. All of your weather stripping and your seals around the glass, up around the top of the door frame and all the way around, all in great shape. Again, most of the stuff that you are seeing on this car is practically new on this particular vehicle here. So let's go ahead, we'll close this up. And we'll get back to the interior on the passenger side. As we come back the rear of the car and I look down the sides of it, nice and super straight all the way down. Again, that Viper red paint shows no flaws in it there. As we come to the rear of the car, beautifully chrome rear bumper here, nice tail panel cladding back here with the SS badging. Your tail lights along with the tail light bezels, all in great shape. No chips or cracks in the tail light lenses. The trunk lid on this car fits absolutely perfect. The gaps are great. Nova script emblem on the rear of the trunk. You see your rear glass here. Again, that's tinted as well. All of your bright work around that window is in great condition. No pitting, no dents or dings whatsoever in any of that trim. Now what we'll do is, as I get the keys out here, we're gonna go ahead and open our trunk lid up. We'll show you the condition of the trunk floor. So first of all, the key does in fact work the trunk latch. The underside of the hood painted that same Viper red as the rest of the car. All of your weather stripping around the trunk, again, all new stuff here. No rips or tears in any of it. Meets right together here in the center. Again, all of your water channels and rain gutters here are all good and solid and in great shape. So again, shedding any water from the outside elements is going to be no problem on this vehicle. As you can see inside of the trunk floor itself is in excellent condition. Drain plugs are present and installed in there. Usually we can sometimes see the floor mats back here because we always put them in just so you can see the overall condition of the carpeting. We do have those, we just have them outside here, but they're in great condition too. So all 4 floor mats do in fact come with the car. Again, the trunk itself closes very nice and easy. As we walk around though, again, down the passenger side of the car, nice and straight all the way down. All of your side marker lights, lenses, and bezels and so forth in great shape. Again, you'll see just the overall condition, wheels and tires now that we're walking around it. Again, the glass over here on the passenger side, no chips or cracks there. The mirror, the chrome on that in great shape. The glass in great shape. Door handle, no pitting. Again, your color matched drip rail moldings, and again, that actual rain gutter itself smooth all the way through there. We'll go ahead and open our door up. And now you'll get to see from the passenger side also. So again, door panels are in great shape. Your weather stripping and seals, same thing as the other side. No surprises. This thing is just in immaculate condition. You can look at the condition of the upholstery, the carpeting, the dash pad itself there, all of which are in phenomenal condition on this car. So now that we're done with that side, we'll close this up. Again, that shuts easy. As you can see, your gaps on the door over here, again, very nice and uniform all the way around. Nova script emblem here also. And then again, that will kind of bring us up. You'll see the matching 396 emblem here on the front fender. Now we get to the front end of the car. Once again, all of your bright work. You can see the beautifully chrome front bumper, all of your trim around the leading edge of the hood here, as well as around your headlights and so forth, all of your cladding here, your grille, all of that's in great condition. Your SS badging there also in great shape. Again, this hood, like I said, all steel. It is the SS style hood. This thing fits very, very well. The windshield itself, same thing, no chips or cracks in any of that. We've already gone over your trim around there. And then even the wipers are in great shape. The chrome's in great condition on them, where they actually push on to the wiper studs there. The wiper blades themselves are in good shape also. Now, kind of one of the things we started off with was the engine. So let's go ahead. We're gonna kind of finish this part of the video up with that and a little bit about the rest of the drive line on this car. As we lift the hood up, first of all, that hood latch works perfect. We see the underside here painted the same red as the rest of the car. The inside, the engine compartment here done in black like it should be for a GM car. The motor now, that's where we get to talk a little bit here now. This is a big block 396 cubic inch motor, not the original motor, but in fact a big block 396. So again, it's been, we've been told that it was dynoed, and we do have a figure that they did tell us on that. I can't think of what it was offhand, but if you call ahead and ask us about that, we can give you what we were told about it anyways. But as you can see, a nice chrome air cleaner there. The air filter element itself is like new. Underneath that air cleaner, we've got a Quick Fuel Technologies 4-barrel carburetor. It is a Quick Fuel Slayer. It has the dual fuel inlets there for it. So again, you're going to get as much fuel as what you need for that big block Chevrolet motor. It has been outfitted with HEI ignition and a set of JIGS 8.5 millimeter spark plug wires. It's got the Edelbrock Performer aluminum intake on it. Power brakes with disc brakes up front, drums out on the back. It also has all the emergency brake equipment all hooked up and functional on the car. Power steering as well. So this car is going to drive, steer, brake just as good as you could ask for it to be. Aluminum radiator with an electric fan. So cooling is going to be very efficient on this car. As you can see, all of the hoses as far as your heater lines, those are all run, plumbed, very nice and neat. All of your lines, everything, just super neat underneath the hood here. They've really done a good job at putting this car together. As far as the exhaust goes on it, it is a long tube header, ceramic coated, full dual exhaust, full chambered exhaust on it, which we will see on the underside video. And again, just kind of dress up on it, but it does have a nice set of chrome big block Chevy valve covers with the breather and the PCV valve there over on the other side of the car. Now, right behind this motor, we've got the Muncie M22 transmission, 4-speed manual. It was always termed the Rock Crusher. And again, that's just because the way that the gears were cut in them, it kind of has a whining sound to it, but that is normal for the M22 transmission. It is a good, stout transmission. It will handle the power that this big block can give it. It also has a 12-bolt GM rear end in it, and that's going to be a 373 gear ratio POSI unit in that rear end. So the whole driveline on this car is going to be phenomenal for you too, but yet it's not too much that you can't take out and cruise and enjoy the car. It's very capable of doing that. So it's going to be good for that. It's going to be good for when you want that power. You'll be able to put it down in a vehicle like this. Just a great all-around car, as I said, and the underside is no different than what we've just been over here. As I always kind of close this part of the video off with is, you know, any kind of upgrades, options, and so forth, maybe, you know, accessories that you may want to possibly add. You know, we do a lot of different things here at Hanksters. What I can tell you is anything at all that you would maybe want to add, always reach out to us by phone, email, or text message. Let us know exactly what that is that you would want to maybe have added to the car or changed. We will be glad to go to work for you, get you a quote on parts, labor, to get those things done for you. Also, keep in mind that our full retail price here, whenever you see it on our website, that's going to include enclosed shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states of the United States of America. It's also going to include our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. What that entails is anything internally lubricated on the engine, transmission, and rear end, anything goes wrong with anything there, give us a call. You're going to have your warranty contract, and let us work with you on that, and we'll be sure to get you going in the right direction there. Other than that, again, beautiful car that we just went over here. We're going to continue and finish it by going underneath, and then once we get that done, we're going to fire that big block up and let you hear what that motor along with that dual chambered exhaust all sound like. Hey folks, so here we are once again back here in our department where we have our lift for doing the undersides of these cars. So we have our 1972 Chevrolet Nova here up on the lift. As always, we're going to go through this car from front to back, show you exactly what is underneath here as far as the frame, the floors, the running gear, drive line, suspension, braking, wheels, tires, all of that stuff. And we're also going to show you these floors and this frame, just everything that we can point out while we're underneath this car. First, let me just add in here that this car here, as I look back through it, absolutely beautiful here underneath. So let's go ahead and get started with it. That way you get to learn a little bit about this 72 Nova. So starting here at the front, all of our cross members and so forth, you can see right here, nicely painted up stuff underneath here. Stock cross member, all in great shape. All of your control arms, your suspension arms, your upper and lower control arms here. These are just your stamped steel components, just original style A-arms here. These things are painted up super nice. It looks like ball joints, sway bar, end links, tie rod ends, just everything. It looks like everything is brand new on this car underneath here, even the springs, shocks, everything like that. So again, kind of to go back, all of that I just mentioned, everything has been gone over on this car. Everything's been greased, maintained. All of those Zerk fittings and everything are all in great shape, very easy to get to on everything. This car here has power steering and power brakes. Now you've got the GM disc brakes up front and calipers. As far as the steering goes, no issues there either. You've got your drag links, your pitman arm up here, tie rods, tie rod ends, all of which are in great shape. Even a sway bar up front, again, to help this car as far as cornering goes. As far as the wheels and tires up front on this vehicle, for wheels, we've got American Racing Torque Thrust D wheels. These are the 5-spoke design there with a magnesium colored centers, a very nice looking aluminum wheel, 15-inch, and these are BFGoodrich Radial TA tires here. As far as the size go, we've got 215/70 R15s on all 4 corners, and the tread is in excellent condition on these tires. As far as our drive line, since I'm still up front here, kind of in the middle, let's go over that. For the engine, we've got a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine. This is not the original numbers match motor, but everything is in great condition on this thing. Runs fantastic too. The oil pan on this motor, the drain plug, everything nice and dry underneath here. As far as the transmission then here, we've got a Muncie M22 transmission. Now they always term this transmission as the Rock Crusher, because again, what happens with this transmission, not that there's anything wrong with it, but it does make a little bit of a noise to it, and that was just a characteristic of that M22 Rock Crusher transmission. Of course, the bell housing itself is in great shape. It even has the plate or the cover on the front of it to help keep dirt and debris away from that flywheel there. As far as your exhaust here, obviously we can see that hanging down. Super nice exhaust on this car. We've got long tube ceramic coated headers, full dual exhaust all the way back, chambered exhaust, and we'll get to look at that as we walk back underneath the car here a little bit more in just a little bit. As far as the rest of the transmission goes, nice and dry. The tail shaft, the output shaft seal, nice and dry, all looks brand new underneath here. As far as the cross member for the transmission, again, looks new. The actual transmission tail shaft mount, new. It even has the little switch back here for your reverse lights, so you don't have to worry about a toggle switch or anything like that. It's all right here, all hooked up, all wired up, nice and neat here. No issues there whatsoever. Frame and floors, from what I can see underneath here. Obviously I can see the whole thing, but what you can see right now is kind of just this front section. Excellent condition. It does look like there may have been a little bit of a patch here, but again, you can clearly see where it was cut, welded, and seam sealed with the correct metal here. Everything good and solid underneath here. All of your bracing, you can see all of that. The frame itself, the subframe, in excellent condition. Body mount bolts, body mount bushings, not cracked, they're not dry rotted, they're all new. Looks great underneath here. You can even see the emergency brake cables, the frame J-hook, your front cable here, all of the connections all made for you, all the way back to those rear drum brakes on the car. the emergency brake is functional. As far as the drive shaft go, we have this nicely painted up drive shaft. It is balanced, so again, that's going to eliminate any kind of drive line vibrations. Now you can probably see that chambered exhaust a lot more. Not only do you have it here, but as we look back here beyond the rear end, we'll see it even more back there as well. Just talking about the rear end here, this is a GM 12-bolt rear end, 8 3/4 ring gear here, POSI traction rear end, 373 gear. This is going to be a good heavy-duty rear end for you. It's going to put down whatever power you can put to it from that big block motor up front. As far as the rear suspension goes, we've got the multi-leaf rear suspension, nice set of shocks back here on the rear. Again, everything looks brand new under this car. All your bolts, all your bushings on your shocks, everything like that in great shape. All of your brake lines, not only back along the rear end, but along the sides of the car here, the pinch welds, which by the way are straight. The rockers are good and solid. Everything is nice and dry and routed very nice and neatly. Fuel lines, all of that stuff. You can see the rear frame sections or dog leg sections here on the car. Those are in great shape up over top of the rear end housing. As we come back behind the rear now, you're going to see that 12-bolt GM rear end, and again, you're going to see that that is nice and dry all the way around. There's your brake lines run right along that housing, nice and neat. You'll see that chambered exhaust back here as well. Fuel tank itself's in excellent condition too. No dents or dings in that fuel tank. The mounting hardware, the straps and such, those are in great shape. Bushings on your leaf springs also all been checked over. Everything's in great condition. The tailpipes here actually exit out just I guess in from the rear bumper underneath here, and they do route here right between that quarter panel and the rear leaf spring on either side of the car. Again, this car is just a great looking car. I don't think there's any reason to look at the wheels and tires again. It's exactly what we saw on the front, exactly what you saw in our walk around video of the exterior of the car. Just a fantastic looking car here with the big block motor, the Muncie M22 4-speed transmission, and the 12-bolt 373 POSI rear end. This car is a great car for anybody to get into that's looking for a Nova of this era here. So with that said, we'll get the car down off of the lift. We'll go underneath the hood. We'll let you hear what that big block motor sounds like with this chambered exhaust next.